Hello, and welcome back to another episode of NOTaROADRUNNER. So today's episode is the follow-on or part 2 to the sound ending video. So this is where we polish off the carpet, and you can see right here what it looked like before we get started. So in case you missed the first video, we went down to DSTRIMSHACK in Colchester, and Stuart, as you can see here, is literally relentless. The guy didn't even have a lunch. He just keeps pounding away all day, and we managed to fit the carpet and do the sound ending in just 2 days. So as you can see here, Stuart cuts the bit of carpet and then uses a spray on glue and a heat gun to activate it to then get you started to stick it down. This is where my skill level would definitely be left behind, because he perfectly fits it around the floor. The biggest perk when getting a custom made carpet is you can literally pick everything. So I picked the black fabric. I had multiple options where it was slightly thicker and maybe a bit more luxurious, but I went for the one down from that because obviously, as you guys know, I work on my car relentlessly and I'm always crawling around on the carpet. So I thought something that's really hard wearing would definitely make it last for as long as possible. Genuinely, we could stop now and it would look better than the shag pile, rodent infested red carpet that was supposed to be black that we took out. So yes, you may be thinking that I could have got a pre-cut one from the States and shipped it over and it would have been cheaper, which is correct, but you don't get little touches like this where Stuart cut a hole and trimmed around it to really blend in my main beam switch, which actually is on the floor. So it looks top notch, as you'll see in a minute. And on an additional note, I'm pretty sure with the pre-cut ones, they don't actually cut that out of the carpet. So I'd have just had to punch a hole through the carpet and had the button sticking straight through, which obviously is not going to look anywhere near as good as this. The second thing that I got to pick was the colour of the piping around the outside, because I really wanted that to match in perfectly with the car. I got a choice of hundreds of colours, went for a lemon because it is a lemon twist car. Then at about 1 o'clock, once the sound deadening was complete, my portion of the work was over. So it was time for me to go and get some lunch. But Stuart, like I said before, is an absolute machine and just kept trucking all day. As you can see here, the construction of the carpet is actually pretty simple. It's just the fabric that I chose, folded over the carpet edge, and then obviously he trims off the excess to make it look top notch. So while Stuart was getting on with the carpet, he had the bright idea of polishing off my door seals. So I got on with that while he was getting on with the carpet, just to make a little extra bit of shine when we get it all back together. I can't lie, I hadn't really thought about doing this before because obviously the carpet looks so bad that I was like, well, the door sills don't really matter. But seeing how well they came up with pretty much minimal effort with some AutoSol, is pretty outstanding. I can't believe how well they turned out, and they make the car look 10 times better when it's mixed in with the carpet. When laid out side by side, you can see that one actually looks matte finished when the other one is obviously a chromy aluminium shine. So you can see how much difference that made from polishing it with the auto sole. So with the rear and the sides of the carpet done, it was time to put the door sills back on and put back in the rear seat. Reinstalling the rear seat is actually really easy. You just have to push it forwards into the back of the car and then make sure that that bar that is on the bottom of the seat slides into the clip that is on your car. The worst part about having your carpet done, in all essence, is the fact that I actually felt bad treading on it. It looks so nice and so clean that to put the rear seat in, I actually felt bad treading on it. So as you'll see, I tried to keep my feet and my shoes off of it as much as possible. Here is a quick sound check so you can see the difference that the sound deadening actually makes and how it muffles and makes it thicker and dampens the sound vibrations compared to the area that didn't have sound deadening. So with both door sills back in place, I can replace the kick plate on either side of the footwells. The third and final choice of what you got on your carpet was what the rubber plate that sits under your feet would be. That was the one that I didn't actually pick, and you'll see in a second. This is what I went for. It actually comes out of a Porsche 911. It's a bit industrial, but I think it really matched in with the carpet and what the car's going to be. You know, it's not flashy, it's a raw muscle car. Now with my festy old carpet in the boot and my brand new carpet in the car along with the seat, it's time to leave Stuart in peace because I've literally talked him to death the whole weekend, and take it back so I can show you guys at home. I can't lie, massive pat on the back for me that colour is pretty much dead on what the external of the car looks like, and it really matches in pretty much perfectly. I love how much yellow there is now because obviously that matches in with the car's colour scheme, and yeah, just can't fault it. It looks brilliant.
And that concludes today and, you know, ages ago, 2 weeks ago's episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. That is the best value for money ever. It cost me £550, so that was for, yeah, I mean the sound deadening was on top of that because I bought that, and that was about £55. It's so much better to drive, as in it's quieter, like a lot quieter, and it just looks 10 times better. You cannot fault in even question how much better it looks. So definitely, if you want anything like that, hit up DSTRIMSHACK. He's on Instagram. I'll tag his Instagram below. If you like that video, please subscribe to the channel, and there will be more content like this every 2 weeks. So you know, stick around, give it a like and a comment if you did enjoy it. So I will see you in the next episode. Cheers, guys.